Hey guys, so today we're going to be working with the same question that we've been thinking about. And I want you to remember we've been thinking about how we can plan out our writing and how we can use our like little planning sheet, right? And remember this video, essay writers all start with a plan. So we'll watch it real quick and remind ourselves of how we can get started. So remember, we start by thinking about like, what is the main idea of this text? Like, what is it mostly about? What does it feel like it's mostly about? We think about like our question up at the top. We have to start with our plan because the question has to be answered, right? If we don't answer the question all the way, did we do a good job? No. And then we want to start our writing by thinking about a couple different things. We want to make sure that we've read our text multiple times, right? We need to know our story really, really, really well. Fold that paper, and it's freezing up. I don't know why it always freezes. Okay, we're going to keep going. See if it'll start playing. Yeah, so we folded our text and folded our paper, and we make sure that we first start with a L and then an evidence 1, and L is a lead, right? Evidence 1, evidence 2, preferably evidence 3. We usually want 3 pieces of evidence, and then a conclusion or an ending. And then we want to make sure that we tell why it matters. So we're going to be thinking about like, why does my evidence matter? Okay, I don't know what it's doing right now. We're going to keep going. Oh, it's ending. Okay, so that's great. See if we can reload it real quick. Oh, that's fun. All right, maybe let's see if it'll work and go back to it. So we're going to tell why it matters. So our evidence, and we're going to tell what our evidence is from the text and tell why it matters. And you're going to do that for evidence 1, evidence 2, and evidence 3, right? So when you finish, you've got all about why it matters, and then your conclusion is when you write your ending, right? So all of those things. So that now we've got a planning sheet. We know how we're going to do our writing. So today I want to teach you that one way to write a response that impresses your reader, the test maker, is to start it really well. We always want to start our writing really well. A great start does 2 things. First, it names the title and the author of the text, right? And we need to let our reader know that our answer to the question and prompt and our plan. So let's see how this looks. So, my question that I've been working on with y'all is that Benny's mood changes from the beginning of the story to the end. And I want to explain how Benny's feelings change in the story, discuss why his mood changes, and use details to support my response. So, I need to look at my question and I need to look at the text and I need to plan ahead for my lead. So, first, I need to name the title and the author of the text. Where can I find that? Yeah, right here at the top in Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon. So, and if it doesn't have an author, I can leave that part out. I could say in Digging for Dinos, but mine does. So I'm going to say in Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon. That's easy, right? So I know now what my text is and my author. Now I got to give them the plan for my response. I got to tell what's the question? Yeah, Benny's feelings changed from the beginning to the end. How did they change? Yeah, because he found a dinosaur tooth. So this is going to be my whole plan for my writing. It's going to say, in Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon, Benny's feelings changed from the beginning to the end because he found a dinosaur tooth. So this is my lead. This is going to be my big part here that catches and hooks my reader. So remember, I'm thinking about my main idea, that this is about how a boy went on a dinosaur dig. This is my question. This is my lead that I'm working on. And then I remember we've been working on evidence and telling why it matters. And I also have to think about my ending, right? So a great start does two things. It names the title and the author, and it lets my readers know my answer to the question and my plan. So, my plan for this is to tell you about how he changed because he found a dinosaur tooth. That's right. So, now I want you to try this work on your own. So, this is your question. Digging for dinosaurs is hard work. How do the people in the story dig for dinosaurs? Why does Benny keep digging for dinosaurs even though it's hard? So you're going to tell me how the people in the story dig for dinosaurs. You're going to tell me why Benny keeps digging for dinosaurs even though it's hard. And you're going to use details from the story to support your response. So you're going to use your planning sheet. And I want you to try writing that lead, that beginning. And remember, that beginning is going to, whoops, let's go backwards. Sorry, it skipped ahead on me. Oh no, now y'all know the next part. That's right. So we want to make sure that we name the title and the author. So in Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon. And then tell me what your answer is going to be. So maybe it might be something like In Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon. Digging for dinosaurs is hard work. People but people still do it. Or Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon. People dig for dinosaur bones even though it's hard work. Think about how you want that to start. Maybe you want to do something different than what I just said. All right. Now I'm going to let you go off and start working. And probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before the end, I'd like for you to come back to this video and play the ending. Or if you want to go ahead and think about the ending of your writing, you guys could keep going with me and listen to the rest of this video. But we're going to think about great endings also today. All right, so great endings do two things, just like beginnings do two things. A great ending recaps the response. It tells it again. How did you start it? Now you want to give your answer again. And a lot of times you also want to get your reader to think about something new. So you might say something like blank learned that, or this teaches us that. So we're going to almost copy the same thing that we started at the beginning. So in Digging for Dinos by Charnane Simon, Benny's feelings changed from the beginning to the end. He starts out really bored, but then gets excited when he finally finds something important. He learned that digging for dinos can actually be fun. So I recapped my response. I gave like a little summary, and I started getting my reader to think about something new. So you can use sentences like, Benny learned that, or this teaches us that, right? So I want you to try this in your writing today. Either you might be thinking about your beginning, but I also want you to think about your ending too, okay? Happy writing.